it comes to discovering that you've been dealing with a narcissistic individual, at some point we recognise the only way to go is no contact. We can try so many different ways in explaining to them, trying to persuade them, trying to help them, trying to change them. It's only ever temporary with a narcissist. If they want something from you, they might change temporarily to get their needs met, and then they revert back to the very person that you're trying to get away from. And when we go no contact, it's not necessarily an easy choice to make. However, a narcissist doesn't take too kindly to no contact because they believe they're entitled to your time, they're entitled to your energy, they're entitled to your money, they own you. So when you go no contact, they get offended. They can have a mix of feelings such as confusion and anger, and they can have a mix of reactions when it comes to their manipulation against someone who has gone no contact with them. Now, a narcissistic individual, when someone goes no contact with them, can simply just think, they'll come back to me eventually. Narcissists believe that they are superior to you. They believe they're the best thing since sliced bread. They believe that you've spat the dummy out, and once you've come around, you'll come back to them. You just can't see how amazing they are at that moment in time. Narcissists believe that their charm and manipulation will eventually bring you back. So they may assume that your no contact decision is temporary. And they also think from the place that they're coming from. So they will temporarily discard you to get you to chase after them. Look for those answers. Which is why some narcissists might try and get in touch with you. Others might leave you alone, believing that you're the one that's trying to manipulate them. However, they will do those subtle things to test whether they can hoover you back in. They can turn around and sort of think, how dare you reject me? One of the narcissist's biggest fears is rejection. Again, they believe that they have something that everybody wants. So they feel enraged or insulted when somebody rejects this. Narcissists struggle with rejection and see it as a personal attack on them, which is often why they will twist the story and claim that they were the ones who left you. They were the ones who went no contact with you. Narcissists can also think that they need to re-establish control because they've temporarily lost control over you because you've gone no contact. So they can escalate their games. They can start off by love bombing. They can start off with the false promises of change and be nice and messaging you. They can come on strong with the victim plays. They can suddenly feign an illness or a family emergency. They can use threats and intimidation. They can use stalking and harassment to try and regain control over the situation. And they will cycle around a certain pattern depending on the narcissist until they get some form of response from you. And once they've got that response, they believe they've regained control. Whether you send them something negative to get them to leave you alone, or something positive, a narcissist has that reaction. You've fueled their supply, you've helped their ego, which is why when you go no contact, it's always best to stick to no contact. We all make mistakes, we all question whether we're doing the right thing. Only the second you re-establish contact with a narcissist, you soon realise it wasn't a wise idea and it was actually better to go no contact. With narcissistic individuals, the absence of contact can drive them to re-establish dominance. And they can also do it through things such as messages, phone calls, and even seeking mutual connections to reach out to you. Narcissists can simply believe that you're overreacting to the situation. You're being too sensitive. You just need some time to go and calm down, and then you will see sense and come running back to them. Narcissists will often dismiss the severity of their actions. So they think that your decision to go no contact is you overreacting to their behaviour, and you just need time to think and settle down. Narcissists can also kind of, with their envy and their fear of rejection, think that they're going to go all out to make you regret this, and they will go all out to escalate their games, to punish you for daring to stand up to them. They will go all out to make you feel guilty, to make you feel ashamed. They look to break you. They look to manipulate you into breaking your silence. They will go all out on the smear campaigns. They will ruin your reputation. They will damage your career. They look for you to reach out and beg them to stop. And the more you reach out, the more they will continue, because they know they are getting to you. Sometimes you might have to seek legal advice. Other times it's a case of riding out the storm until the narcissist gets bored and realises they're not getting anything from you. Due to narcissistic individuals being some of the most secretive people you could ever meet, they often think you're coming from the place that they're coming from, so they believe you've got no contact because you're hiding something or someone. Because when a narcissist discards you and moves on straight on with someone new, they can ghost you, they can disappear on you. So they might not think you've got no contact, they might think that you're ghosting them. A narcissist can often suspect that your decision is due to something negative that you've done to harm them. So they look to stalk you and harass you to find out what you're up to. And if you're succeeding in anything, they go all out to sabotage you because they believe that they are owed a share in the pie. So if you succeed in your career, they want a piece of that. If you've moved on with somebody new, then it's purely just to make them jealous, because that's what they will do to you. They believe you've moved on because you want them back. It doesn't compute in a healthy way in a narcissist's mind. Narcissists can also think, well, I'm the victim. Narcissistic individuals will portray themselves as the victim of the reality they created, of the victim of other people's behaviours. They look to seek sympathy or validation that they weren't the issue. They go all out to blame you for the breakup. They go all out to claim that you're the alcoholic, you're the gambler, you're the drug addict, you're the one that's into porn, when usually they're describing themselves. And they often move straight on with someone new. They often find a new form or source of supply and claim that you're the bitter one, you're the twisted one, you did this, that and the other to them. And you can be saying very similar things because the narcissist did those things to you. With a narcissist, it's a pattern of behaviour. It's who they are as a person. Their accusations are unjust. You're trying to work out what on earth has happened to you with that person, because it is all so unbelievable until you learn about narcissism and recognise the things that you've been through. If anyone has any thoughts on this video or any thoughts on what they believe a narcissist might think when you've got no contact, please do add those into the comments for people reading. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon if anyone would like to take a look at those. There is the book on how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, such as narcissistic individuals. The hilarious and horrifying narcissistic memes and their meanings, which is the relatively new book, which is the memes and quotes that I've shared over social media and the meanings behind those. There is the Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, which is all about the personality disorder itself and their behaviours and the effects that it has on you. Then there is Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal for empowerment and recovery, which is less about reading and more about journaling and self-awareness and acknowledgement and emotional healing and rebuilding your identity. And then there is 15 laws to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain if you cannot go no contact with a narcissistic individual. If anyone is interested in any of those, they are all available on Amazon. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.